Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sophie if you're new here, and today I'm doing something a bit different for this reading vlog. And basically I've gone to TikTok and I've asked my followers on there to pick my reads for the week. So I posted 6 and basically I asked them to pick 3, so whichever 3 came up the most in the comments is what I'll be reading this week. Let me just share the 6 that I posted on the video. So the 6 are The Right Move by Liz Tomford, the second book in the Windy City series, Twisted by Emily McIntyre. This is the 3rd book now that I need to get to in the Never After series. Always on My Mind by Beth Moran. This is actually a new author for me that I've never tried. Best of Luck by Kate Claiborne. I've read 2 of her novels before. I really enjoyed them. And then we've got Priest by Sierra Simone. This will be my first dark romance if it is picked. And then we have got Catching Fire, Hunger Games. You know the drill. Suzanne Collins. Okay, so I posted the video a couple days ago just so I had enough time to get a few comments and people could see it, and the 3 which were picked for me, which came up the most, were these 3. So we got Catching Fire, Priest and The Right Move. So I think it's going to be a very good reading week and I'm excited to read these with you guys and share my thoughts. I think the one that I want to start with is actually Priest. Now it is like 9 a.m. in the morning, and is it a bit weird for me to read dark romance at this time? No, I don't think so either. So yeah, we're gonna delve in. I have no idea what it's about. I'm gonna go in blind and I'll update you guys when I understand a little bit more. Reading update for you all. I've now reached page 150 of Priest, and I was scared going into this because I've never read a dark romance novel before, and I was like, oh, I don't think I'm gonna like it, because for me, I don't particularly like books with too much spice in. I need for there to be this deeper connection. However, with this book, although I can tell there probably will be, you know, multiple spice scenes, I really like the premise. So we're following our main character, Tyler Bell, who is a priest, and obviously because of this role, he is required to abstain from any romantic relations of any time, physical, emotional, any form. And he basically used to almost be a love addict. That's how I'm going to describe it for this video. And since becoming a priest, he obviously has not had any interactions for about 3 years now, until someone shows up at his church for confession. So he cannot see her. She is basically talking to him, and he can just tell by the way of her voice that he likes her, and her kind of view on life, he feels the same way. And I'm kind of eating it up, and I never thought I would say that. Obviously it's not like, wow, this is groundbreaking material, but it's just an easy read. Does it feel illegal sometimes to hear about things that he's saying at like 9:30 in the morning? Who knows? But yeah, overall it's going okay. See page 150. There's only just over 300 pages of this book, so I am about halfway. So I'll update you guys in a little bit longer when I'm nearly finishing.
Bora jogar o duozinho pra aquecer? Pode.
Ladies and gents, we have finished Priest by Sierra Simone. Apologise if you can hear Eduardo, he's currently playing Call of Duty, and yep, that's what I'm dealing with right now. I don't know what to say about this book. I think I definitely liked the dark romance more than I thought I was going to. I honestly thought I was going to read it and hate it, but overall I don't even know how to rate it, because obviously it's my first dark romance book. If it was just a romance, it'd probably be like a 3-star for me. And I think I'm going to go off that, and then hopefully when I read more, I can just build off that. But I did really enjoy like the angst of it. Obviously our priest is suffering with that. Does he kind of give it all up for this girl that he has met, or does he continue on his holy journey? And it was just quite nice, and I cannot believe like the little plot twist that happened in this. It shook me to the core. Like, no spoilers or anything, but he kind of got done very dirty. And yeah, that is our first book completed of the week. I think next I'm gonna pick up Catching Fire, so the second Hunger Games book, and I don't know if I'll do that this evening because it is like 7 p.m. now. If I do, you'll see, and if not, I'll speak to you in the morning. Overall, I'm very pleased that I enjoyed this because it's a new little genre now that I can delve into as a palette cleanser or an option between my other books. Update everybody because I'm absolutely flying through Catching Fire. There's something that Suzanne Collins must have put in these books that it's like crack to me, and I kept being like, oh yeah, I'll update the camera after this chapter, but I just kept going, and we're now on like page 260. So I started this last night, been reading this morning. This is so good. I can see why these books absolutely skyrocketed when they came out. God knows when, probably like 10 years ago now. It's so good, and we're at the part where like the characters have kind of just found out the big cliffhanger in this book, and if you know, you know. Oh, it's so good. And I keep thinking about the books and I'm like tearing up because it's so amazing to be in this world with these characters. And Peter, enough said, probably one of my favourite book and movie characters of all time. Adore him. Enough said. Let's carry on with this now and I'll update you guys a little bit. Good evening. So since I last spoke to you guys, I have gone out for dinner with my friend. It was a really nice catch up. I literally haven't seen her for like 6 years. It's crazy. So it's been a really nice evening. Then I've come home, been reading for like 30 minutes or so, and we're now on page 410 of Catching Fire. Guys, I'm obsessed. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm just getting ready now in my cozies for a chill evening. We're gonna finish the book tonight. It's just as good as the movies, if not better. I think I'm so glad as well that I've watched the movies before I've read the books, because I have like a face to put to the characters and the voices, and it's so good. I just picture the scenes in my head. Obviously there is a lot more like extra information in the books as well. I think that's why I like it, because you get that little bit of like extra dialogue or scenery. But yeah, let's finish it. Everybody, we have just completed Catching Fire. I just want to sit and talk about this book. I don't have the Mockingjay and then the Songbirds, is it? Songbirds of Ballads and Snakes or something like that, the prequel. But I need to get them, and as soon as I get some money, I'll definitely be picking them up, because I think they're only like £5 each on Amazon. Also, Eduardo once again is shouting into his headset. So we're just going to carry on anyway, because I need to talk about this book. I've absolutely flown through it, and Suzanne Collins' writing, oh my word, I need to know if she has other books apart from The Hunger Games, because I'm sure they're just as good as these are and probably deserve just as much of the hype. But the Hunger Games series has become one of my favourite series of all time. Wow, like I love every character, like none of them are jarring to me. I found it in the films, Katniss was quite jarring, but I think it might just be what's her name? Jennifer? Is her name Jennifer, the lady that plays her? We're just going to go with Jennifer. It's probably completely wrong. Yeah, I find her quite jarring. and I think it's just because she's
Nossa,
quite
peguei
monotone,
mas-
but
mas
Katniss
o
in the
Perk
book
já pegou
actually
mesmo,
has
certeza?
quite a lot of depth to her. And Peter, love him. Finnick, oh my word,
Sim.
he's always had my
Já tá
heart
assim.
anyway from the movies, because so good.
É mesmo?
Oh,
Pode falar.
I love this. I actually probably want to reread this at some point,
Ó, os caras
and the
botando
first
ali
book,
embaixo na caixa do
and
date
tab
lá.
it and annotate it, everything, because
Bora
it
pegar.
is so good. And I like this one as well because the romance within the Hunger Games is quite a slow burn, and towards the end of this one, it definitely starts to get the ball rolling. I feel like Katniss realizes her feelings finally, because I love like a dystopian fantasy plot where the romance is just like a subplot. If it's too much romance, it takes away from the overall story and journey. So I like the way Suzanne Collins has written this. Just so good. Another 5 stars. This series, oh my word, I'm obsessed. And honestly, I'm in such a reading mood right now that I'm probably just going to start our last book of this reading vlog, which is obviously The Right Move by Liz Tom Ford. As I've mentioned before, this is the other book that my TikTok besties chose for me of my little post. I believe this one follows Ryan Shea, who was Stevie's brother from the first book, and he is a professional basketball player. He's never been in a relationship that we know of, so I'm quite excited now. It's a bit of a break from the quite heavy dystopian plot. Also, I want to show you guys. So I got sent a little book swap package from one of my book girly friends over on TikTok, and she picked off my wish list a book. So she got me the Once Upon a Broken Heart book by Stephanie Garber, and she also sent me these cute book. Well, I'm using this one right now. It's like tarot cards, but these are unbelievable. I always have my wish list linked below, so if anyone would ever kindly wanna send me something off there, I'll be forever grateful. And it's just another way of like connecting with you guys, and I love it. I love meeting like-minded people online. It's just the best community. So yeah, let's start Right Move and enjoy a light-hearted romance. Next morning now, and last night got to page 82 of The Right Move, and I'm going to be honest with you, I'm already obsessed. We have got close proximity, we have got like enemies to lovers in a way, not hate enemies, but basically we've got Indy, and she is Stevie's best friend from the first book, and she needs a place to stay because we find out in the previous book that her relationship went to pieces, it failed, and she had to move out of her place she was living, and she's struggling to afford anywhere else. So obviously Stevie has moved out now and asks Ryan, who is our main male character, if Indy can come and live with him in his big posh apartment, and he's very orderly, everything's black and white. So Indy comes in like a whirlwind, mess everywhere, and it's so good. It's almost like, I feel like it's like an opposites attract situation, and she's going to help him become less uptight and open to the world with a bit more colour in his life, as she describes. And yeah, and there's also going on as well quite a lot of tropes. We've also got like a fake dating scenario. So Ryan needs to impress his like general manager, because he doesn't like him too much because he's never been in a relationship, so he doesn't come across as that family man. So in order to gain his approval, he basically on the spot just randomly says that Indy is his girlfriend, and she's like, what are you on about? We hardly even can stand each other. And yeah, and then on the flip side, Indy is going to a wedding soon of one of her friends, and her ex is going to be there. So she's kind of seeing if this thing will work out with Ryan, the fake dating scenario, and see if he'll be eligible to go with her, because obviously it's going to be with her childhood friends, like everyone from her old friendship group, including her ex. She needs to make sure that it comes off as real and it would be believable. So I'm literally not even 100 pages in, and I'm absolutely obsessed. Probably liking this more than the first book, which I'm shocked about because I loved Mile High. So yeah, I've got quite a chill day today, got a few hours now, so I'm going to sit and read. I'll definitely finish this today, I think, and I'll update you as I go along. And there's something that India's doing in this, which is so fun. I think she's basically using her favourite book boyfriends to judge on how well Ryan can do as a fake boyfriend. And I just know all the book girlies out there would appreciate this. She's basically asking him like, oh, can you darken your eyes when you're angry? And it's just so funny because that is such a cliche line, like his eyes darkened as he looked at me. I love Indy so much, she's so funny. Oh my word, this is so good. If there's one thing that I love about the fake dating trope, it is when people start to get jealous. Ryan Shay, this man, I don't even know what I picture him to look like. Obviously I know the description of him, but I'm kind of imagining him as like Jude Bellingham, the footballer from the UK. That's who I'm picturing him as. Currently in the car, I have just been to tennis training, and now I've brought Eduardo to a little a football match that he's playing in. So I have some time now to read again. Currently on chapter 19, page 221, and all I can say is Ryan Shay is the epitome, I think, of if he wanted to, he would. He is just doing some selfless acts, like flowers, like she prefers iced coffee, so he'll make a coffee in the morning and leave it in the fridge for her so it's the right temperature. Like the things that he just thinks of, I'm obsessed over, and I'm literally sat reading, like giggling, smiling, like kicking my feet, and oh my word, it's so good. And also what I'm really appreciating about this book is they're obviously attracted to each other, because isn't everyone in romance books just super attractive and hot and everyone wants them? But they're not talking, obviously it's dual POV, and when we're in each POV they're not like, oh he's hot, she's hot, look at her bum, you know, stuff like that. Obviously there's a few of those comments, but a lot of the time it's not sexualized, and I'm really appreciating that. I think it's definitely so much different to the first book. That was very, I thought, spicy in a way, but this so far hasn't been too bad, because I can appreciate a spice scene, but I'm usually like a skimmer if there's too much, because it just doesn't really add anything to the story for me unless you read books for that reason, which fair enough, a lot of people do. I'm just not one of those people. But yeah, overall this is so good. It could, don't want to jinx it, but I think could be a 5-star. Obviously we don't know till the end, but I think I rated, was it Right Move, like 4.5, and this I'm liking it more. I love reading, it's so good. I'm so feral. You know how I just said that it's not been spicy so far? Spoke too soon. Next day now, another little reading update for you guys. I'm nearly done with this now. So obviously last time I spoke to you, I was loving the book. And also I cut my hair myself last night. It was one of those like 11 p.m. intrusive thoughts that I was just like, I'm gonna do it. And I love it. It just feels, it needed a cut anyway, and it just feels so much healthier. So my thoughts haven't changed. I'm still obsessing over this book. We're on page 385. On page 385, chapter 32, so we have just over 100 pages left. So I'm going to sit now and finish. But overall, this is probably one of my favourite fake dating books that I've read so far, along with Love Theoretically by Ali Hazelwood and Ryan Shay. That's all I'm going to say. Ryan Shay. If you haven't, read it, you'll love it. Let's go finish The Right Move. I've been listening to Brown Noise. I saw Emily Rossum do this on her YouTube channel when she like can't really focus, and it's kind of been one of those days. So that's what I'm listening to. Right Move has been completed. Another 5-star read in this video. TikTokers obviously know the good books to recommend me, and I've had the best like 5 days getting through these books. It's been so good, and yeah, that kind of just concludes this reading vlog. Really, overall thoughts. Ryan Shea, top tier book boyfriend. I really like Indy, the female character, as well. And we kind of delved into some deeper topics, obviously like the stress of being a professional athlete, and then a lot of like infertility and ex-relationship stress as well. It was really good. Oh, and the things at the end of this book that he had done. Oh, so cute. I was like kicking my feet in the air. So just a little recap of the books that we have read. We had Priest by Sierra Simone, Catching Fire, obviously by Suzanne Collins, and then The Right Move by Liz Tomford. All recommended to me by my besties over on TikTok, and it's been a great week. We've tried a new genre and 2 5-star reads. Like, amazing. Couldn't get better than that. Thank you all so much for watching if you still are. If you are, comment the cat emoji for me, just so I know. And yeah, and if you've read any of these, let me know if you enjoyed them or if they're on your TBR as well, because I want to know. I'm nosy like that, okay? But don't forget to like and subscribe if you already haven't to this channel. Come join the bestie gang, and I'll see you in the next one.